Sunday night and the family is asleep. I am decovidified, and we're actually filming this on our new iPhone 13. Yeah. So I thought it'd be fun for us to do a live stream for the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. We got Malcolm and Eddie in the background. I have been really, really relaxing to this show. So when I got sick, with the Rona. I basically just was chilling on the couch in a stupor, and one of the shows that would be on during the day, it's called like the Black Classics channel, I think it is Malcolm and Eddie. And I just started watching it, and it's just very funny. And like I've found this episode to be particularly funny. It's one where Tom Arnold like has a bomb at the bar, and they're like calling the bar Malcolm Magoo's instead of Malcolm McGee because there's like a typo on the sign, and it's just fantastic. So, good stuff. I mean, it's a Sunday. I'm on spring break, which means I've got some time to just like chillax. I don't have to worry about like getting up early in the morning. I mean, I do have kids, so I do have to worry about getting early up in the morning a bit, but it's not too shabby. I don't have to like teach the whole day. The kids can sleep in, I can sleep in within reason, that kind of thing. So but yeah, I have not been able to live stream for probably a good week or two, week and a half. So it's nice to be able to get back on and chit chat with the people. This will reach tens of people, I can guarantee that. So, if you've been keeping up with the channel, you may be aware that we have some exciting new additions to the game room. What do we have? Well, we have the Atari Jaguar. And I originally was going to do an unboxing video of it, but I was I was pretty sick, and I was just getting over being sick. So I was just kind of like in a stupor when I was doing the video. So I was like, I'm not going to upload this. And then like Renee came down with the baby, and she's like, can you not do this right now? So it's like, yeah, I just decided not to upload that. But if you have been watching the channel, we do have another new console that just came in the mail. We have the Evercade Versus, and I've been having a little bit of fun with that. I was playing Double Dragon 2 on it, and Burger Time, which are quite good. And we have another new console. We have a Wii U. So, I basically have been having some fun with the disposable portion of the tax refund, and just getting some consoles for the game room that I've been meaning to get for a while, or that Santino has been asking about, because Santino is a huge fan of the Switch, and so a lot of the games that he likes to play and I like to play on the Switch, yeah, Mayhem at Magoo's. A lot of the games on the Switch were previously like Wii U games, and so Santino would find out about these Wii U variants on the Switch, and he'd say like, or not the, yeah. So he'd talk about like he'd play them on the Switch, and then he'd be like, hey, do we have a Wii U, Daddy? And I'm like, no, we don't have a Wii U. But now we do. I was able to find a nice Wii U for under $200. It came with Pokken Tournament and Mario Kart 8. I think I paid like about $190 for that. And GameStop actually I bought up some games. They have some pretty low priced Wii U games. This is like really funny. They're like, Eddie Griffin goes to Malcolm. He's like, he looks like Theo Huxtable. It's fantastic stuff. I heard there was I heard there was like some backstage tension on this show, but whatever it was, it did not hinder the quality of the product. So there's that. Yeah, so I mean, a lot's happened. Not a lot, but WrestleMania happened. Ronda Rousey looked really good. I fell asleep for night 2. I saw Cody Rhodes come out. I don't know, man. Whatever. Hopefully he does well in WWE. I do think that the problems that plagued him in AEW will come to him in WWE. Namely, he's seemingly not wanting to play a heel, and eventually he is going to start getting booed, and then it's only going to be a matter of time before he's going to have to either do an unpleasant creative decision, or start to put up a fight, and we'll just kind of see where all that leads. Or maybe people will just really, really take to him because they'll be so happy to have an AEW cast off in WWE, because it had been such a one-sided exodus, and now they're like, oh yeah, well, we've been able to get the vice president of AEW to jump to us. So I don't know. Malcolm Magoo's. I mean, I don't know. I find this episode very funny. So yeah, it's I really like the like kind of like the Odd Couple style humor, where you have like kind of the straight man and the goof, like the serious normal person, and then someone who's just like just completely like out of bounds in terms of their demeanor and mentality. So yeah, it's good stuff. One cool thing about us having an iPhone now is that it now frees up our old phone, which is not that old. This nice Android phone, this Motorola. This has some Android games on it, and I used to always stream off this phone, and I'm still going to use this phone for drawing and gaming and just some supplemental stuff. So it's going to be a nice piece of electronics. But why am I saying this? Because we can now actually stream mobile games, for our YouTube channel. Because I can just cast what's on the phone to the TV, and then we can do things like play the, hold on a second here, another Eden, Cat Beyond Time. So that'd be a good one. So yeah. So actually, this is my first time doing a stream off of this phone. So I'm just making sure all the settings are good. Ooh, I can beam, blush, beam, normal. Let's go with normal. Normal's good. No, I don't want to stop streaming. Stop. Oh, we can do bubbles. All right, yeah. This is good stuff. So we can do bubbles on the live stream. Or we could have a dance party here, apparently. Yeah. What else can we do here? We can do glamour. Yeah. Now I'm looking all filtery. We can really kick it old school. Do like an 8mm film. Like you're in your lovable local beat-up movie theater. Pop. Yeah, pop looks good. Let's do pop. All right. Cool. All right. So that's nice. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out. All right. So get out of here. Nice. All right. So there we go. Okay, cool. So we're back. So yeah, you can actually see what my other phone looks like now, and we'll use this for various gaming needs. Cool. All right. So what do you want to play first? We do have some interesting Atari Jaguar games. We have... This is a good game. It's called Ultra Vortec, okay? And this was Atari's answer to Mortal Kombat, and it was a good answer. It is pretty much Mortal Kombat crossed with Killer Instinct. It does have kind of a little more animated, kind of 3D model characters in it, but it also has a lot of digitized live action actors in it. And their controls on it are smooth in general. It's a nice, responsive, easy to play game. The controls are a little, not clunky, but just a little slow. Yes, Arrow, it has been a while, and I'm glad you're here, my friend. Yeah, I had COVID. Yeah, so that's why it's been a while. So yeah, it was just like, I was so out of it, and there was no way I could stream. So it really took me like a good solid 7 days. I did have COVID. I had avoided it for so long. I think what ended ended up happening was I got it from some kid at school. I am feeling better. I'm back. I'm gonna actually go back to the gym tomorrow. Once you when you get COVID, I don't know if you've had it or not. It's like the doctors basically tell you after you get over it, you still have to basically, oh, for another week, be pretty chill. I understand needing to take time to recover is fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to keep the channel active. Just I wasn't able to do live streams, so I've done a couple unboxing videos. Because you know, when you're sick and you have a mobile phone in your hand, you tend to order stuff. And then also, you know, I did some drawing and coloring videos. Last time I had was all this stuff was just starting around this time actually. I think there must be some kind of new variant going around because I am double vax and boosted and it still got me. Now, I mean, I go to a jujitsu gym and you know, so I'm like, you know, I'm wrestling with people. So I could have gotten it from there, but it's a pretty small group. So I don't know if it was from one of the guys. I think it was most likely from a student at school because, and I mean this with all due respect, seventh graders have no understanding of social proprieties. Like, they're just like, hey, Mr. Passery, Mr. Passery. It's just like, just give me some space, okay? It's like, can you look at my paper? It's just like, so, yeah, I'm sure something like that ended up happening where I just figured I was safe without my mask, and some lovable teenager or preteen decided to, you know, give me their latent Rona. So anywho, but yeah, so I got Ultra Vortec, and I have also not played this game yet. It came in the mail the other day, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. So, you know, we got some nice games, and I also have Cybermorph on the Jaguar too, and I just got a notification from eBay. I have the Atari Jaguar version of Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam just got shipped. Now, that's an interesting game because that actually was either near completion or completed, but never actually got released officially during the Jaguar's lifetime. But subsequently, fans of the Jaguar have, you know, been able to take the ROM of Barkley Shut Up and Jam and actually make Atari Jaguar cartridges out of it, because Atari Jaguar actually has a pretty loyal homebrew community. So, you know, like it's still a thing. And back when the Atari VCS was coming out, you know, like the this is called the Atari box, you know, when it had all like that social media drama behind it. I was saying, you know, they, rather than doing that, should just release a Jaguar Mini. And then when I was just kind of watching an episode of Absolutely Rose Street fairly recently, they, you know, and I was showing it on the channel too. They were showing The Cave, the Atari Jaguar infomercial, and I liked it so much. And I told you guys, I think I might have told you guys on the stream. If I didn't, I'll tell you now. When I was in seventh grade, my friend decided to bring he pulled these flyers out of an airport trash can. One of the flyers was just like a flyer full of female strippers, and he was just showing us these flyers, and it was like a flyer to order strippers. And then the other flyer was a full thing to like just order a crap ton of Atari Jaguar stuff. Because it was a fantastic flyer. Strippers on one end, and then Atari Jaguar on the other. And it was like at that point in time, I knew the Sega Saturn was going down. Sadly, you know, it was like kind of all over the rumor mills. You know, the perception of it was just bad. I think I was the only person in my school with the Sega Saturn. So I knew that I was going to eventually have to get something different. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, well, you know, this flyer that my friend brought in, it's like they got all this Atari Jaguar stuff for like $160. And I mean, it was like Atari Jaguar, I think like 5 games, and they had you know, stuff for the Jaguar CD. And I mean, it was a good deal. I mean, if you were looking to get in on it, but my mom was just like, "Why do you want to get something? Like, if you want to get, I guess, like, I understand the Saturn's going down in the United States. Of course, I didn't know how it was doing in Japan at the time because I didn't have the internet. But she's like, well, if the Saturn's going down, why are you getting another dead console or dying console? And my answer to that was just like, well, it's a really good deal, and it's 64 bits. So why am I telling you this? Because I always had the idea of the Atari Jaguar in the back of my mind, and then I started to see that cave infomercial, and I liked it. I found it to be very charming and relaxing and fun and funny, and so I just once my rebate money came in, I was just like, I'm gonna get a Jaguar. It's always the bits that get people. Yes, it is. Yeah, those are 64 bits, man. You do the math. Okay, you get a 16-bit console or a 32-bit console or a 64-bit console. So, yeah. So good stuff. So I'm really happy with my Jaguar purchase so far, and I'm also really happy with my Wii U purchase. I had no intention of buying a Wii U, but Santino just kept like asking about Wii U games, and I thought to myself, well, why don't I just see what's going on? I was thinking about if I could find maybe like a hacked Wii U on Etsy that someone just loaded full of stuff. And I could not find anything like that. And then I just found a nice normal Wii U on eBay for like $170, maybe like I can't remember. It was like maybe 170 and 190, and then with shipping it was like 204 or something like that. But it was a Wii U in good shape with two games. They're good games. I was having some. I've never really played any Pokemon games, but that Pokken tournament game, we're gonna play some of that tonight. That's a fun game, and it's easy to play too. And I actually really like the Wii U's controller. I like kind of the proto Switch thing that they're doing, where you could actually just look at the game in your hand if you want to, and just kind of snuggle up on the couch. Or you can just look at the TV kind of thing. I could see how if you tried to combine the two, it could be difficult, but whatever. And the Retrocade too. We should check out some of that tonight. And I also got the new Chrono Cross. Yes, international channel. How are you, my friend? It's really nice seeing you. It's interesting. I'm just trying to see. I'm doing this on my iPhone here. This is my you just got off of work. Awesome. So I'm just seeing how the screen displays. So I'll tell you how I ended up with the iPhone 13. My wife ended up getting a new cell phone because she was becoming dissatisfied with hers. It was starting to show signs of age and whatnot. So she went to the cell phone store, and we are always complaining about my calls dropping in the house. Like I've got Straight Talk, and I pay like $55 a month, and it's not bad. It's like unlimited everything, and I like this phone a lot. It's very pretty. I normally had it in a holder, so you couldn't actually appreciate how pretty it actually was. But yeah, so this is like a Motorola stylus phone, and it's a good phone. It's a really good phone, and I got it at a good price. But the service in it was, a little questionable and whatnot. And we were just kind of thinking, like, well, how much would it be to actually just get on the Verizon plan? And she, when my wife came back, Renee was telling me, she was like, the new Androids, they're not going to let you put SD cards in, and they got rid of the aux jack. And I was like, screw this crap, I'm going with iPhone. Because iPhones are very pretty phones. Like in general, they're much prettier than Androids. And so I was always thinking and I like my iMac. Back in I used to have an iMac, and I used to use Macs for drawing in college. So I was someone who had, been an Apple-ish person, and I always thought their phones looked really pretty. So and the thing that was keeping me with Android was the aux jack and the SD cards, and now the new Android phones are doing without the aux jack and the SD cards. So partly out of spite, and then partly out of I just want to get an iPhone because I want to see what all the fuss is about. And I will tell you that I do think that there's some quirks to it here and there that you just kind of got to get used to. But those are minor overall. And no live stream after work. What more can you ask for? Thank you very much, my friend. But I gotta tell you, I think it's just like with a PC versus a Mac. I think everything is just a generally better quality with the Apple stuff. Um, I think the phone is overpriced a bit because you're paying for the name. But so far, I'm actually really happy with it. I think it's a really good product and it's really pretty, and the camera quality is way better. I know it not way better, but it's better. Like I would always talk to my students because I'd always try to get them to like do analytical thinking and comparative analysis. And the way I would do that is I would have them compare Apple and Android. And one of the things they would always say for the Apple was like the camera quality was better with the Apple, and they're right. Um, Not that the camera quality was bad on the other one, but it was just like decent. And this is, I think it looks really, really popping. So cool. All right, gang. So let's see. What do we want to play first? Why don't we start out? And I was planning on reviewing this game as well. Why don't we start out with some Ultra Vortec on the Atari Jaguar, and then we'll maybe play some Bruce Lee, Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Does the Prism app work on the iPhone? That is a good question. I don't know. My theory with the Prism app, and you guys can check this, is I think YouTube probably just started screwing with it. I think YouTube probably didn't like that people were like working around their draconian streaming policies, and it was just like I guess I lucked out. I mean, I think I hit 1,000 subs right around the time that Prism just completely tanked. But it was really good for a while, and I mean, I remember even when we were streaming, before I hit the 1,000, we were sometimes having to like hop on the Chromebook and stuff like that because Prism was acting funky. But for a good chunk of our streaming time when we were first all getting to know each other, Prism served us really well, and it had the chat on the side, and I could put little things and all like a little Sonic the Hedgehog head and stuff like that in the corner. I really wish YouTube would fix up their streaming interface to make it better. I mean, everything is just much more reliable streaming directly with YouTube, but definitely it's kind of like the Nintendo Switch where it's the superior console, but it doesn't have any bells and whistles in terms of its presentation. I think Nintendo, for whatever reason, goes for that minimalist aesthetic. The app went the way of the Jaguar. Well, not so, because the Jaguar works just fine, and we're going to check that out right now. So, why don't we go over here. Now, the weird thing, you might have heard this. The Jaguar does not have a dust cover. So that's pretty weird. So yeah, I don't know. Do. Let's set up our PVM. We're actually going to get another PVM, hopefully, working in the game room. We have a Panasonic PVM, which we have used in the past on the channel, but it's just starting to have some problems. And our good friend, Mr. Romano, is going to take a look at that tomorrow night after my return to the gym. I actually went to my friend's fights last night. That was another reason why I didn't stream last night, was because my friends from the boxing jiu-jitsu gym were fighting in Binghamton, and I was able to hitch a ride and go support my bros. And sadly, no wins for the gym, but there were varying circumstances. One guy was winning, and then got a really nasty cut, and that pretty much ended up losing the fight for him. Another one of the guys was doing really well, and then just made a mistake and got his neck caught, and it really pretty much just evaporated his lead, and he ended up getting choked out. So that wasn't fun, but everyone fought really hard, and it was cool to support them. Okay. So I'm trying to, with this new phone. Hey, Peter! All right. Peter's here. All right. You're just in time for our Atari Jaguar right here. I can't remember what I was saying, but yeah. So we were rocking the Jaguar here. Gonna play some Ultra Vortex here. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying now. I was gonna say I'm just trying to figure out exactly how to get the chat to pop up. Just gotta touch the screen. All right, so I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, not too loud. As you all know, the Jaguar's gamepad is a little funky. It's this. Basically got a keyboard on it. I saw that game in the infomercial. Yes, that is one big reason why I got it. Yeah. Thought it looked good, and it was in the infomercial. In fact, it was the thing that really stood out to me in the infomercial in terms of games, and it's a good game. So the soundtrack to this game is pretty decent. It is it's just a simple 72 button controller. That's what it is right there. So we're going to play this on normal, which is not too shabby. So I personally like to play as Volcana, but this dude's not bad at all. And so here you really see the combination of, kind of claymation and digitized actors. She's a volleyball player, right? It's going to be Volcana. So this game really is a lot like Mortal Kombat. And I mean that in a good way. You know, one thing I'm noticing about this iPhone, and it might just be the screen protector, every once in a while I got to give that screen a second tap. Maybe without the screen protector it would be a little more peppy. In general, it is peppy, though. So this game's really weird in the sense, like, rather than like how Mortal Kombat has the endurance rounds, you have to fight these like shadows versions of the characters, and like they're pretty cheap. And then the last variant, you basically have to fight the whole cast of the game, but they all just go down in like one hit. So it's really weird. Hey, Rogue Drums, how the heck are you? We were playing some Ultra Vortex on the Atari Jaguar, as seen in the very cool Atari Jaguar infomercial. Playing Volcana, which Susie, the sexy Jaguar girl in the commercial, was playing as. This game, I don't know, like, it just seems like at the time, there are various publications that were just kind of shitting on digitized games. So I think this game is actually pretty underrated because it has it's got good gameplay. I mean, you're watching me play it. I don't know any fatalities off the top of my head, so there's that. Yes, I do have an iPhone now, and the video is looking good. Screen protector definitely makes me mash like that. We need to have a special dialing wand. The other cool thing, and I was saying this, Rogue Drums, is that we can now play Android games. Because I can play not just Android, we can play cell phone games on the streams because I can now use my cell phone, my Android phone, which I still have in good working order. So I still use that for artwork and other things, to stream video games. Let me go. Damn it. Oh, man. This Lucius guy. I don't know. Lucius, that is a weird name for a video game character. The guy who manages Drederick Tatum. He's exactly as rich as Don King, and he looks just like him. Goes and visits Mo in the women's bathroom, a.k.a. his office, where the tampon dispenser now dispenses cigars. Good times. And people have brought this up about this game is that your forward jump kicks are not really interrupted. I mean, you take the damage, but your forward momentum is maintained. You don't get knocked back. Lucius Sweets. I do have a Jaguar, and I did get one. So you can definitely stop by and see it sometime. And we're getting a 3DO later this week. And that 3DO is modded for RGB. No, not the annoying, liberal darling of the Supreme Court. I'm talking about the raw native video signal of, your 90s and 80s consoles. Played in gorgeous professional video monitor clarity. Lucius, would you do that for me? Absolutely, I would. Now get in the van. Here is the controller. The very nice 64-button controller to match the 64 bits. This episode of Malcolm and Eddie that I have on in the background, they're making a lot of references to Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules. Those shows must have been like syndicated mainstays on primetime UPN back in the mid-90s. I mean, they were cool. I liked both shows. I didn't watch them every week, but whenever I saw them on and, it was like, sometimes I saw them on, I didn't watch them because there was like something better on, but, there were definitely shows I would check out with, I was like, oh yeah, see what Xena and Hercules are up to, All right. Gonna be heading to sleep. Wanted to pop in and say hi. I lived for syndicated weekend shows. They were awesome, and I was so pissed that I ended up getting COVID and missing Adrian Paul TV's Highlander. When he came to Cortland, I probably know more about the Highlander TV series than anyone in Cortland. And of course, I had avoided COVID for so long. And when I finally got it, it was 2 days before the Highlander came to town. And when I asked if he'd ever be back, they said they didn't know. I think the time Homer went to go see Mr. T at the mall. And he's like, oh, I'll go a little later. When I went there, he had just left. Pit fatality. There's some weird finish move on this game where a giant poop comes out of the sky and falls on you. It's interesting stuff. Yeah, Saturdays in the 90s used to be great, man. Used to have WCW Saturday Night, Highlander, Renegade. If memory serves me right, there could be some Star Trek The Next Generation, Kung Fu, The Legend Continues. Where Star Trek Deep Space Nine used to be on Sunday nights. I used to try to stay up and watch it. Sometimes I have to pace around the room. See what Odo and Captain Sisko were up to. Odo, no, he was a weird character. I'm Odo. Deep Space Nine, that show got really good when Worf came on, but in general, it is a ripoff of Babylon 5. I'm not saying that one is better than the other, although I do think that the writing on Babylon 5 is better, but I do like Deep Space Nine. It's a good show. That's some bullshit. Like it was like he's like error, error. By the time I got over to him, he like snapped out of his stupor. I really don't like the idea that everyone calls like digitized fighting games Mortal Kombat clones, because like I'm sorry, like any like a platformer game is not a Mario clone. It's just I mean, it was like an aesthetic choice for the genre. I mean, this game does take a lot of things from Mortal Kombat, but it's also its own distinct game too. So I don't know. And as like someone who really likes SNK games, like those games all heavily borrowed from Street Fighter 2, and it's just like I don't know, I just don't recall a lot of people calling those games Street Fighter clones. Now, am I saying this game is as good as like King of Fighters 94, 95, any King of Fighters? No, I'm not, because those games are better. But this game is good. And let's start a 90s syndicated TV convention. We need to do that. So the guy at the comic shop knows Adrian Paul. Let's see, who else can we get? Damn it. Damn. Kathleen Kinmont from Renegade. I follow her on Instagram. She doesn't seem to be doing anything that pressing. Probably get her. Let's see. Maybe we can get the Indian from Renegade too. That guy was cool as hell. He was cooler than the other side of the pillow. I wonder what Deanna Troy is up to. We were having this conversation that now that you're older, you realize that like people on like TV are like hot, and you didn't realize it when you were younger. Like Beverly Crusher, like she's quite the lady. And at the time it was just like, oh yeah, it's Beverly Crusher. And I was like, oh yeah, I'd absolutely like ask her out, in space. If I wasn't happily married. Would absolutely like try to get me some of that Gates McFadden action. So like my come on line would probably be like, so what do you do when you're not wearing an awesome blue spacesuit and calling yourself Gates McFadden? And then she would spray mace in my face. But then because she's the doctor, she'd have to treat me because of her Hippocratic oath. And then we'd form a bond from my hospital bed. That's how it would all go down. Who else would be a good syndicated person to get? I mean, like Nicole Eggert from Baywatch. Like that needs to happen. I was also a big fan of Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan. Where he had Nightboat. like, like, you're getting away, Hulkster. Don't worry, dude. There's a fjord. Yeah, it's good stuff. I knew Gates McFadden and Miranda Sirtis was hot, but it was just fun to make true. Wait, what? They were hot, but it was fun to make trio joke. Wait, Troy. Oh, Troy jokes. Yeah. So like it's not like I'm not tired, but I guess I'm a little tired. So it's like for a second I thought you were like trying to say like menage a trois, like George on Seinfeld. I'm going to fight this like evil Billy Blanks with a Rastafarian hat and a giant spear, which is just as fun as it sounds. Sadly, Ron Popeil's dead. He'd be great to have on our syndicated TV convention. I absolutely like watch a ton of his stuff Saturdays. Just like in general during the day, while I waited for my friends to call me up and ask to see if I could come over, which happened maybe about like 6 out of 10 times, either 4 out of 10 times. Those were still happy days. Just Basically, I used to just like hang out in my mom's bedroom because like she had the black and white TV and like, but like she never wanted to watch it. She only wanted to watch the color TV downstairs. At the time, there were only like two TVs in the house, so I would just like go in her room and like watch the black and white TV, and it was just like Mets baseball and Ron Popeil infomercials. Do 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 do. The good news is like the final boss of this game can be cheap, but he's absolutely got like some blind spots that you can exploit, and he's not that bad if you know how to exploit them. No, I'd call, and we'd watch British sitcoms. Yes, that is true. One Foot in the Grave. That show was fantastic. And he's also keeping up appearances, and there was that show Side by Side that used to be on that was like not as funny as any of the other shows, but it was like okay. And I remember like Peter and I would always like joke about like the dry British sense of humor. It's like, oh, I think I'll go turn this light on, and everyone's like, oh, oh, oh. It's like, hey, wait, what? Now it's like I don't know. I see like I don't know if there's any like good British like sitcoms anymore. It just seems they've decided to copy America and kind of kill the sitcom genre, which is really dumb. I mean, it's not like totally dead, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not the standard anymore like it used to be. Because, those things take like, talent and money to produce. And who would want to do those when you can basically just make cheaply made reality shows for free TV and then say, like pretentious, yuppie, like HBO style shows for, your pay services. It's like, listen, it's softcore porn, but it's for yuppies. It's like everything we always wanted to happen when we were watching 30 something. Now that can happen. it's like careful there. You don't want to get a stain on my Saab upholstery. Wait a second. There's only a tape player in this car. I am out of here. No, Brenda, come back. I am loving the new iPhone. Adam, how the heck are you? And welcome to the stream. Yes, the iPhone is rocking and rolling, and I'm also very, very happy with its camera quality filming these monitors here. This monitor is a Sharp PVM from 1987, and it is really, really good. And I think it's showing up nicely. We do need to do. So, Peter, I'm on spring break, so just pick a time. We can definitely start our Peter and Noel show, and I would be totally fine with us doing that every week. Damn it. There are plenty of kind of nerd podcasters like Pat and Ian and stuff like that. It's like I think would be more enjoyable to listen to than like I mean there's like a lot of drama YouTubers and stuff like that it's interesting, like YouTube, like nerd drama YouTubers, they're very similar to cable news, where they like complain about problems but also cultivate the problems they complain about, because they know that their whole sense of being comes from complaining about things. So it's like if you take a look at cable news, it's like they never actually advocate solutions to the problems they report on. More often than not, they try to like compound those problems, It's like when was the last time you actually ever heard like a cable news channel like advocate diplomacy in a war? Like seriously, like I can't remember. It's always like warmongering until the U.S. is like pretty much doomed, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we need to get out of there. This was a mistake. It's like, All right. I don't know. It's like they're like people in an abusive relationship or something like that. It's like, they screw things up and then it's like not their fault at the end, so it's your fault. You're the one that did this. I was just trying to do good and I'm just too good with my bumbling efforts at benevolence. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, it's terrible because it just, you know, when you can't trust authority figures, then everything just starts to start breaking down, and it's not healthy for really anyone. Damn it. Darn it. Crap. See, I only really need to get like one win here. America is in an abusive relationship with pundits and cable news. You got that right. We can loosely discuss games and drift into whatever the hell we want to talk about. That sounds like an awesome format. Well, Peter, I briefly remember us actually doing our own TV show back when we were in CCA. I have a recollection of me singing Britney Spears, like, I'm not a girl, but not yet a woman, or something. And then I made some joke about incest in Cortland County. It went over really, really well with the CCA crowd. Mainly because our arch rival was Cincinnatus, and we always used to joke that, they used inbreeding to get their unfair advantage on the soccer field. Yeah, I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just saying that our resentful, minds, went there. Well, plus, like the seventh graders were like, 6'8" and 315 pounds of muscle, which that's not normal. I mean, the water boy was calling one of them daddy. He also said he slept in a drawer. I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. So those boats really helped us get through Watergate. what did Kearney say? A show for the perfect for the 3-person demographic. This is the final. This is the final boss. Nope. I think is this the one where you just gotta kind of go through everyone here? Maybe not. No, this is just another shadow fight. So the setting of this game is kind of like Mad Max. There's something weird like Inca. Actually, it's got a little bit of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1 kind of story element to it, where they had like the Aztec mask. There's some weird Inca artifact that opened up some like demon guardian thing. And now we're all having a fighting tournament to bring peace or domination with the feuding gangs of the apocalyptic 21st century. Come on. I just don't have the heart to play this game on trainee. I don't know. Maybe like I'm just afraid it won't actually let me play the game properly. Usually the training mode is like nothing. Oh, that is such bullshit. Look at that. He's got no health. Those ships really helped our nation's morale after Watergate. I wasn't wrong. Just kind of garbled the line a little bit. I mean, like, let's be blunt here. Like, the quality of our politicians now is so low that Richard Nixon, looks like freaking Gandhi. Like, I'm not kidding. I mean, like, and the thing is, like, everyone knows that the politicians are doing stuff that is just, they're just either like warmongers or just like caught doing things that are just objectively worse than Watergate. And it's just like, at this point, it's like, yeah, nobody cares. Like, what are you gonna do about it? And it's like, at the time, it's like people just seemed like so outraged about Watergate, which was stupid. But it's like, I don't know. People just have, I don't know. Maybe they just have too much going on to care. You know. And that again is a nice social stability function, and social stability is a good thing, but not when you like lull people into a cancerous stupor. Um, but if you just overwhelm people, they won't be able to focus on anything that could threaten the power base of the people in charge. Just overwhelmed by too much information. Damn. Bonjour, I'm from France. Do you speak French? Hey, hello, you subscribed to me. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Kearney says that while shaving. I gotta hit start. I do not speak French. I speak a little Italian. My family is from Italy, and I am first generation on my estranged father's side, and my mom spent 12 years in Italy. And my mom actually speaks some French, but I sadly don't. But bonjour, and thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated, my friend. I have a lot of respect for the cultural contributions that France has brought to Western civilization, such as the Napoleonic Code and some really, really cool clothes. And of course, the whole like helping America become a thing. Like Lafayette, we'd be totally screwed without him. So that was nice, for sure. And by the way, also thank you for Lafayette insisting that the British surrender to the Americans as opposed to the French like they wanted to. Little known fact: they call it they call Italy Noel Land. Yes, that's true. That's true. I'm huge in Italy. So I ended up actually being friends with one of my mom's. This is funny. One of my mom's friends' daughters married a guy from France, and so like we'd talk a lot about just we actually had some similar politics and about the same age, both in graduate school and stuff. And one thing like he in France grew up loving Kojak, which is one of my all-time favorite shows as well, and makes me completely anxiety free about being bald because Kojak was like the freaking coolest guy of all time and he was completely bald. So it's like, you know, what's to lose? Like you look like Kojak now. Kojak, the coolest person ever, next to Hulk Hogan, who is also bald. All right, we gotta be careful here. Do. Oh, another cool thing from France? They inspired Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai on Iron Chef. He was awesome. He was my favorite Iron Chef. I don't know. He just seemed like he had a good personality and made really cool food. Actually, I think I saw him decapitate an octopus on one episode. It's a little disturbing, actually. I love octopus, though. It's like my favorite thing to. It's like one. It's probably my favorite food. Another cool French character from Japanese stuff. George Dassin, the Gundam pilot from France. He was cool. I liked that his Gundam had a rapier. Kids gaming fan subscribed. Awesome. It's time to board the troll train. Could be. I don't know. Maybe. You know. Some kids from Cortland, I think, are in France right now. There's a field trip at the school that the French teachers are doing. So I don't know the difference with the time zone in France. It's quite possible that like my streaming late at night here actually works for people in Europe. All right, we're gonna go to the final boss right here. Jean-Luc Picard is French, but Patrick Stewart is not. Patrick Stewart played an awesome Lenin. Like seriously, he played a fantastic Lenin in some British show about the French Revolution. Okay, so I just got to be fast with this here. If you don't let him start getting his moves off on you, you just keep jump kicking him, you can get a perfect on him. Kojak is great, but tell me about other great shows about non-bald heroes like Quincy. Look, everyone knows that the only detective who could ever rival Kojak was Columbo, and Columbo has like the best head of hair of all time. So, you know, Peter Falk has just got this. I mean, his hair is like Pamela Anderson's breasts. I mean, this is like just gigantic. Wow, we got a double perfect on the final boss. Look at us. Volcana's new powers have made it possible for her to unify the power shifters into a solid and stable group. She has done away with most of the infighting, removing several opponents who were unwilling to work for peace. She's now working with other gang leaders to stabilize both human and non-human gangs. Good stuff. Quality joke. I'm off, Noel. Good night, Peter. Thank you for stopping by. You were always an asset to the not the podcast, to the live stream, and you are a credit to upstate New York. You know, property values would fall if you ever left. So please hang around. Good stuff. My name is You'll shoot your eye out, says hello. Hello, you'll thank you for stopping by. Cake blew up, says hello. Alright. So interesting stuff. Yeah, I wonder if you know, I don't know. I'm curious if the reason that someone from France is posting is because kids are watching the podcast on their French trip. Not the podcast, the live stream. I'm so like out of it. Anyway, although I do have an eclectic mix of stuff on my channel that might appeal to an international audience. Not because it's full of culture, but because it's just, you know, all over the place. I mean, it is full of culture, but not pretentious culture. I hate pretension. There's nothing better than a lack of pretension. It's just accessible. So one of the things I like about pro wrestling, you know, it's just like, it's for everyone. It's the spirit of the people. All right, gang. Well, that was Ultra Vortec for the Atari Jaguar. Good times. Why don't we now take out Ultra Vortec? Atari Jaguar games, this has been brought up. Starting spring break this week. I am on spring break this week. Atari Jaguar games have these like handles on top. It was brought up, I think, by Adam Karoliak when he was reviewing the Jaguar, and he liked that feature, and so do I, actually. I think it's pretty nifty. Just kind of pop. Another cool thing about Jaguar games is they've got that nice big Atari logo on the back. I don't know if you can see them. So, yeah. Another cool thing about the Jaguar, since I have a Super Nintendo Junior, if I could find some way to stuff the guts of my Super Nintendo Junior into my Jaguar, I could have my very own Coleco Chameleon. I've never played this game. We're going to play this for the first time together. Wow, all red Jaguar boot logo. Hopefully that's normal. Maybe not. What did I think of WrestleMania? I thought it was okay. Maybe this froze. Maybe I should blow on this. Yes. No, maybe not. Maybe it just takes a second to load. It is so weird. This has never done this before. If you watch the unboxing of this game too, it was so thoroughly wrapped. I don't know what this means. There's like a red Jaguar screen here. Let me see something here. No, that's right. It won't turn on. I was wondering if, like, sometimes video game consoles, like, have a thing where if they're not working right, like, a specific color will pop up. You know, like, I think your NES will, like, if there's something wrong with it, it'll just, like, blink various colors. I think, you know, Neo Geo, I want to say, has, like, a red screen. So I was wondering if that's what was going on with the Jaguar, but apparently not. I don't know. Let's try this one more time here. Although, I don't know. Maybe we could take a trip to the bathroom and grab the Q-tips and see if this is a particularly dusty cartridge. I can't tell, obviously. So, do. A very attractive Lark Voorhees is on this exciting episode of Malcolm and Eddie. Of course, that's clearly not her. That's Malcolm Jamal Warner, the artist formerly known as Theo Huxtable. Sadly, I can't do my Bill Cosby impression anymore because, well, you know, the unpleasantness. So, 11:51. That's actually like a fairly decent time. Normally, I'm like streaming at like, you know, God knows what time. All right. Hello. All right, so I'm gonna grab some Q-tips here. I got this like giant baggy sweatshirt from Walmart today. No, I don't see like any dust on this at all. Huh. It's so weird. All right, well, you know, let's check out Ultra Vortex. Or, I don't know, man, maybe... Not Ultra Vortex, what's the other one? Cybermorph. Because we just beat Ultra Vortex, and that was working fine. Maybe we should try Ultra Vortex and see... Hopefully nothing bad happened to our Jaguar. No, it's working right. So, like, the Jaguar boot screen, it's got that, like... that cube of, like, have you played Atari today? And it's got the rotating Jaguar. Alright, so let's try Dragon again. Where did I put that? I should have made myself a cup of coffee. See if this works. No. Let's do a little experiment here. Let's actually go make a cup of coffee and chat, and then we'll see if that red screen is still there. I wonder what that could mean. An all red Jaguar screen. You can see it right there. I'm gonna try one more time. No, I'm gonna make the coffee. Alright. We'll boost up our tripod here. Boom, 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 boom. Another thing we could check out is wait, you said I've got spring break. Really? Have I felt like that with wrestling? McCarty was actually racing when Cody came out. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, I think everyone knew it was gonna come, but I am on spring break. Arrow, my good friend. But it was cool to see. And the thing that was like they did well with is that they actually let Cody keep his AEW persona, which I think helped some of the to give you some of the kind of the feels of like kind of back in the day where wrestlers would like jump from company to company. I was going to ask why I was streaming on a Sunday. Yes, it's because it's spring break. And also, my friends were fighting in MMA, pay-per-view, an MMA event. So I didn't get back. Until like 12:05 last night. So I was just in no condition to stream. So I ended up falling asleep on the couch. I think I ended up watching probably an episode of Malcolm and Eddie or just like wrestling shoot interviews or something. So, yeah, good stuff. Hold on, I'm going to go refill, get another. This Mets cup is like perfect for filling up my coffee pot. I like to take my family out to breakfast tomorrow, but I don't know. I spent a lot of money on Easter presents today. I really should just rely on the Easter Bunny. He's the guy you should, just rely on. Coffee making stream. Yes. We're taking this live stream to bold new levels. All right. You can have hot tub girls, just chatting. You can have Noel, doing just chatting with a coffee pot. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that's right. All right. Actually, on the topic of like e-girls and stuff, and I brought this up in one of my G4 commentary videos, is I was like, they got an Amaranth. I wonder, it's like it was either her or Pokimane, and Pokimane has been all over G4, and I don't know. I think she's been doing a pretty good job. I mean, she's not like reviewing games. They have her on like that. They have this like 70s throwback show called Name Your Price. And they had one on today with like, Amaranth was on that, but then they also had like today I had one on in the background. It was like Pokimane, Corpse, husband, and that some girl named Emma something. Corpse is like actually got some really good rap songs that I like. I particularly like E-Girls Are Ruining My Life. It's a good song. I mean, the lyrics are, for mature audiences only, but it's he's got some good people doing his beats for him. And it's just he basically just like shouts out a bunch of animes and rapping about girls, so you know. Why is this saying clean? Please tell me, is this going to work? Maybe. Can't tell. You know, first my Atari Jaguar game doesn't work, and now this coffee maker is giving me the business. Where is it? Oh, I can hear it. That's good. It might be this new phone. Yeah. No. You know what it is? So I was playing a visual novel earlier today, and that just always jinxes everything. And so, are you using some kind of filter because your house seems strangely dim? Yeah, I actually was messing around with filters. I think this is like the pop filter, and I don't know if this is through the iPhone or through YouTube. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, I do think I don't know if I have a filter on there. You're right. It is this it's got, what's that app that people were like, it was like Instagram and people were like trying to pay for it. Visco. It's got kind of that Visco vibe. You know, where everything's kind of like caramely, but you know, like and soft. Yeah, that Bruce Lee game's not working. I wonder. It's so weird because I cleaned it with a Q-tip. Let's check out Ultra Vortex. Ultra Vortex. I keep calling it that. Cybermorph. Yeah, it's working fine. Something's wrong with that Bruce Lee game. Why don't we take a little field trip and we'll hit this with the rubbing alcohol. I want to lower this though. Cybermorph is a pretty cool game. I mean, it's not the greatest game ever, but it's a pretty chill. It's a pretty chill sci-fi flight simulator with some nice polygonal graphics that show off some of the 3D capabilities of the Jaguar. All right, so we got some isopropyl alcohol and the Q-tip here. Any of you guys seen the new Sonic movie? I really want to go see it. I really like the first Sonic movie a lot. There's no dirt on this thing. It's so weird. This thing was so thoroughly wrapped, too. I can't imagine any damage happening to this thing. Like, I mean, maybe there's a little dirt on this Q-tip. It's gonna wrap her like doing my records. I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, I don't think this is that dirty. I mean, I've like gone in on like NES games and Famicom games and Super Famicom games that I'm sure somebody just like bought from some like, you know, junk pile in you know, Akihabara or something, you know. And like those Q-tips are like black sometimes, you know, but like I don't know. This is pretty normal. Historically, let's see what internationally. Historically, I blew on my cartridges when they were broken. Me too. I might have a camera filter on. I'm pretty sure actually. I think I do because I was just scrolling around through different settings on the camera for the phone, so it is giving my live stream a kind of a distinct aesthetic. So, ooh. So we'll let this dry off and kind of see how it does. We play a round of Ultra Vortex here. Actually, I should lower my phone now. Did people ever buy cartridge cleaning kits? I did. I'm not back in the day, but like when I was older, I did because as International Channel is saying, I always just blew in my cartridges whenever they were acting kind of wonky. But once I got older and started collecting and going to flea markets and stuff, I mean, there were some cartridges that blowing on was not gonna work. I mean, they were just like black on the inside. Yeah, so those cartridge cleaning kits are actually pretty good. I got like one with a little card, and you basically just like put alcohol on the sponge on the bottom of the card and then just rub it inside of the cartridge. Wait, why isn't this working here? All right. Oh, hey. McDonald's has Sonic the Hedgehog toys now, which I'm super psyched about. Like, McDonald's has been like on their Happy Meal game. Like, before this, they had some really nice. I have not seen the new Sonic movie yet. You watched it and it was good. Awesome, man. They had this awesome, like these Mario Kart guys. Donkey Kong is awesome. And yeah, and I got Tails and Sonic right here. Sonic's like, I'm so happy they fixed his design because he was like terrifying in his original design. I mean, he had like, human teeth and cheekbones and beady eyes. I mean, he was legitimately like vomit inducing. But like this new Sonic, I mean, he's very cute. He's got the spirit of the original, but he's distinct in the sense that his quills are a little more defined, and he's got blue arms. So yeah. And Tails is still Tails, so that's good. Yeah, no, I really need to go see the new Sonic movie. Actually, really, the most recent movie that I've seen was Sonic, the first Sonic. Definitely stay after the credits. Ah, very nice. Looks like the Tengu from Dead or Alive is in there, so that's good. Well, let's see. I mean, they already got Knuckles in there. I wonder what else they're gonna do. Metal Sonic, maybe. I don't know. Interesting stuff. And I like the people characters too. I thought they did a nice job, kind of having a buddy situation with Sonic and that dude. I don't even know his name. He was in a lot of like kind of chick flicky type stuff, but I thought he was like really good in Sonic. Q-tips and alcohol are kind of the standard, but those cartridge cleaning kits, I actually do have one in my drawer, and they're not bad. The only cartridge that was really beyond the point of no return is, it was actually one of the first video. It's a video they got posted on Atari Age. It was on a broken Art of Fighting 1 Neo Geo cartridge. So, all right, let's play a little Cybermorph here. I'm gonna grab my water here. Casey and JoJo are on Maddie now. Well, when I was moving my camera in place, I just knocked that Bruce Lee game on the floor, so it's either going to make things better or worse. Good luck. This is another game that was featured in the very cool Cave Atari Jaguar infomercial. Use the speed to round up supply pods. Avoid kamikaze patrols. They will ram you. Okay. Don't spoil it. I don't want to know. Thank you for your... Thank you for your discretion, my friend. So this is like if Dire Straits made a flight simulator. The only way this game would get any better is if they had money for nothing and chicks for free. You play your guitar on the MTV. Damn. You fly into a gas station. Hey! Where did I learn to fly? Brave or grave? How the heck are you, Evan? Alright. Good to see you, my friend. Where did I learn how to fly? I don't know. I didn't learn how to fly. That's why I'm flying so badly. Although now that you're here, man, I think I'm flying a little better. Nope. Shut my... To understand that Noel can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So it looks like, thankfully, the Jaguar is working fine, but that Dragon the Bruce Lee story is not working fine. So that's kind of crazy. Hopefully Barkley Shut Up and Jam will work. I was looking at the footage for Barkley Shut Up and Jam on the Jaguar. It's pretty much just like NBA Jam with generic 90s people, which makes me want to get it even more. So. It's like Rhea Perlman. Like, wait, what? Come on. Alright, 16 pods remaining. There's no way I'm getting all of those. Although now, since Evan showed up, I'm doing well at this game. No, I'm not. He's a jinx. And he gave me a game over. You should F and get Barkley for the... I did get it. It's in the mail right now, man. So I ordered it off of eBay. And it's like the prototype of Shut Up and Jam for the Jaguar. And yeah, it's in the mail. So we should be getting it in a few days. Doing pretty well. Congrats on my second child. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, Serafina is super cute and chubby and adorable and pretty. And she calls me Baba. So it's very cute. Yes, it is. You will be the first one to know when that thing comes in the mail. So I just hope it works, because my Dragon the Bruce Lee game, you know, I gotta find out why that's not working. Let's get some Java here. Wake ourselves up a little bit. I mean, like, worst case scenario, I've just made coffee for the morning. Let me know. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I will do, man. I mean, they've got, like, YouTube clips of it online. So I found a website on eBay that I guess they kind of specialize in selling Atari Jaguar. Oh, shit. That's why this isn't working. Damn it, I forgot to change the... Ugh. I have to change the filter. No, I didn't. I did change the filter. I did. No, I made coffee. Good. It's so late, I don't even know how to make coffee anymore. All right. Let's use my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mug here. They also have, like, the Rayman, like, demo. Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess, like, Rayman on the Jaguar. Dude, night coffee is the best. Yes, it is. They have the Rayman demo. Like, a lot of Jaguar games. You know, it was funny, man, because, like, when the stream first started, I was saying how my friend back in, like, 96 had this flyer for Atari Jaguar games. They were just like giving them away, and like the console was super cheap and everything like that. Now it's like you go on eBay, Atari Jaguar games. Like you're lucky if you can find one for $70. Like sometimes, I mean, some of them are like cheap, but it's not a cheap console. I made a Barkley Shut Up and Jam mock-up box cover a few years ago. Cool, man. Well, I'm pretty sure that this Barkley Shut Up and Jam prototype cart is just a loose cart. So if you're ever feeling bored and want to make me a Jaguar box, it will be proudly displayed and promoted. My wife gets like the strongest coffee. Normally I drink my coffee black, but you know, add a little something to it here. Good thing is now that like Santino and I are both buying Happy Meals, like we have like little tails all over the house. You almost bought a Jag 4 years ago, but didn't think it was worth it, so I passed. I will tell you, my friend, I have 2 functioning games for my Jaguar, and I enjoy them both. I will say that Ultra Vortec, I really like. I like that game a lot. I'm going to review it on the channel. Cybermorph is cool, but it's kind of It's not bad. It's like a pretty early 3D polygonal game. I'm just not that into flight simulators. It's cool though. It's like I said. I mean, I keep saying it's cool, but I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give that game like a 7 or like a 6.5, something like that. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Ultra Vortec, like, I don't know, like a 9.5 or a 9. You know, I like it. It's a good, but I like fighting games, so yeah, it's good stuff. Let me play a little Pokken tournament on the Wii U. Yeah, hopefully the Easter Bunny brings us some interesting Wii U games, like Breath of the Wild. We'll see if that happens. Or Donkey Kong. Like this released a Donkey Kong game that was on the Wii U, on the Switch, and like the Wii U version's like expensive. It's like, you know, $60. And you know, me or the Easter Bunny may have ended up picking up a Donkey Kong game that was exactly the same game, but on the Switch, or on the Wii U, for like $15 at GameStop. This creamer is actually really good. All right, let's play some Wii U. All right, Jaguar, you are a friend, and I like you a lot. Actually, you know what? One more time, check out Dragon the Bruce Lee story. There's a game on the Jag called Fight for Life, and it's the shits. Dude, I actually was looking for that game because I'm a big fan of the infomercial, The Cave, and they mentioned that game in the infomercial. Let's see if this works here. Nope, still red screen. And it's a clean cartridge too. I have no idea. That's crazy. I got to look into red Atari cartridge. Go back to Ultra Vortec here to make sure. But the same song is so damn cool. The theme song is so cool though. I've looked for Fight for Life and it's expensive. Nope, it's working, man. So yeah, there's something wrong with this game. That's so weird. All right, well, I'm gonna put these in the game drawer here. So yeah, Evan, definitely, if you didn't miss, sorry, if you, son, to drink more coffee. If you missed the first part of the stream, we beat Ultra Vortec, and I promote that game as a fighting game fan. I think that's a good game. So If you're gonna get a Jaguar, another good thing on the Jaguar, they got NBA Jam Tournament Edition on it, which is that's also expensive though, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, I recommend getting a Jaguar. I like mine a lot. I don't regret it. Out of the two games I have, I like them both. All right, let me lower this a little bit here, or move it back. I don't know. Nah, this needs to be lowered. Always something here. Do. Lowering my tripod. NBA Jam is solid. It has really goofy music. Not sure why that is. I've also heard like Doom on the Jaguar is really good. But I want to get Doom on the 32X also because I love absolutely Rose Street, and they're really, really heavily promoting Doom on the 32X. It's like, Doom is coming to games. Like, what? Okay, let us queue up our Wii U. Got to relabel. The PlayStation 4 is actually no longer on this TV. It's now on a little monitor. Which I don't know. I'm going to keep it there for a while. All right. Here's our nifty Wii U. I thought I had this on the PS4, didn't I? Unless there's something wrong with this TV. That's not good. What? I know this is hooked up. Let me shut this TV off. This is like a. I don't know, man. I wonder, like, if smart TVs have like glitching issues here. What is going on here? Oh, maybe I got to turn on both. Okay, that was a problem. I got to turn on both the top and the bottom. My bad. Oh, look, it's we Noel. Okay. Right, come on. Cue that up properly here. Recently got a game called The Versus on PS1. It's a fighting game, like a really bad Tekken. Nice. Really like the hub on. I don't know. It's seems like it's an underappreciated system here. I'll boost up my tripod a little bit here. There we go. That is just right. Do. The worst PlayStation game I've ever played is WCW Backstage Assault, and I would consider myself an apologist for WCW. That game is just not very good. I mean, out of the worst games that I've played, I'm not saying that I have, like, an exhaustive knowledge of every single terrible PlayStation game. Great, you're moving on up. All right. So let's rock and roll here. Making a support set is always a tough choice, isn't it? I'll try to give you some good advice. Yes, you've seen my review of Backstage Assault. Yes. I've actually got that on the N64 as well. It's even worse. I need to start reviewing games I don't like, just so I can go on rants on them. Normally, I try to be pretty chill. I don't know how to phase shift here. I know how to win, though. How do I attack? No, I mean, how do I get my buddy in there? Oh, there he is. Okay. There we go, we got him. I'm so used to you being positive about games. So used to being positive about games and trying to see more out of them that I wonder how it'd be if you just go on a huge rant. Test Drive and Bubsy 3D. I heard Bubsy is not good on the Jaguar. I've heard it's just too hard. But that's not in 3D. Yeah, I'm not a negative person, so, but I mean, you know, I'll talk about stuff I don't like, obviously. WCW Backstage Assault has got a lot of problems. It's got some good stuff, though. It's, you know, full motion video on it's great. It's got some, it should be longer, but it does have some movie samples of, like, the theme music of the wrestlers. It gives them their own little 5-second Tron. But, you know, it's, the graphics are ugly, gameplay is awkward, and it's just a generally unenjoyable experience. The menus are confusing. Let's boost up my attack here. He's negative if you bring up the Mets ownership. I'm just mad about, you know, how the Mets fans used to boo Bobby Bonilla. I'm so happy he's getting $1 million until he's in his 70s. All right. Santino thought we should use this guy because he thought he was cute and funny. Try to buy him out all the time. He always says no. Good for him. Yes. I'll take my $1 million for life. Thank you. Busted my ass for your team. Yeah, Bobby Bonilla is absolutely my favorite baseball player of all time. I'll tell you every team he ever played on. Chicago White Sox, Pittsburgh Pirates, New York Mets, Baltimore Orioles, Florida Marlins, LA Dodgers, New York Mets, Atlanta Braves, and St. Louis Cardinals. Those are all the teams of Bobby Bonilla. We have several Bobby Bonilla rookie cards as well. Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. So, you know, support gauge is basically like an assist character in Marvel vs. Capcom. Alright, going up against Miyako and her wacky Pokemon. And I like these guys. They've been working for me. Give it all you got. Alright, let's get rocking and rolling here. Another good thing about being on spring break, guys, is I should be able to just stream whenever I feel like it, you know. And I'm obviously going to be tired having, you know, my kids, and, you know, Monday and Wednesday I'll be, you know, boxing and rolling, but you never know. I mean, I wanted to stream on Friday, but seeing Tina wouldn't go to sleep, and then I just got tired and fell asleep. Okay, so now, I mean, compared to Ultra Vortex moves, okay, this game is like much more responsive and fluid, but Ultra Vortex was good, you know. Any opinion on the Oakland A's? Well, the only thing I know about the Oakland A's is that Mark McGwire used to play on them, and I like their colors. And my cousin, when I was growing up, was a big Oakland A's fan because he grew up in the 80s. You know, when they had like Dennis Eckersley and Mark McGwire and stuff. And he had a big A's logo that he drew in his bedroom. And I thought that was like the coolest thing. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Is anything like crazy going on with the Athletics? Go Gengar. No, you like the A's, huh? That's cool. I have an Oakland A's hat that I've had from when I was in junior high, and it's one of my favorite hats. It's gotten all kind of funky now, though, so I guess I should get a nice new Oakland A's snapback. Yeah, no, the Mets are my favorite baseball team. The Mets are probably my favorite sports team. I love the Vikings, though. Got him. Who do I stand with in hockey? Oakland is considering moving to Vegas. What? Well, I guess that's what happened with the Raiders. Um, they ended up moving to Vegas. I like Ricky Henderson, too. He's another good guy in the A's. Man, Evil Barney is just smashing stuff up. That's incorrect. Don't move, Oakland. Stay put. Well, I know that there was concern about the LA Raiders happening again. And that's one reason why the team moved to the football team. Not about the baseball team. New locale. Alright, here comes Pikachu. This game's got good music, too. Darn it. Got him. Playing an OG Xbox racing game. You know, racing game I like to play is Driving Emotions by Square. I actually have it. Come on, focus, Pikachu. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, top 8, moving up in the world. All right. Well, this game is quality title here. I think that I'm gonna show you guys the Evercade because I am, despite the coffee, still pretty drowsy. So looks like I've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. It's not even that bad. Although this is kind of the first time I've been streaming in a while. Yeah, Sinister Pokken. Yeah, big fan of that game. I got a Wii U and I'm really liking it. It's quality stuff. But I also, you might appreciate this, got an Evercade. So why don't we put the Evercade on this TV? And let's see. So we're going to actually have to sadly turn off Malcolm and Eddie, which I hate doing because that show's hilarious. All right. Now, I did have this on a monitor here, but I think for the purposes of the stream, it's more interesting to have the Evercade on a big TV. A big TV, but also a big CRT TV. So here we have our very cool Evercade. Grab my hot-blooded Detective Joe over here. Nice interface here. Sinister, we'll review Pokken on the channel in the near future. Darwin, I never played that game. Chain Reaction, never played that. Tumble Pop. What is this? Never played Tumble Pop before. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Give it a shot. This looks like an anime run and gun. Man, this looks great on this TV. Okay, yeah, what the hell? Let's just start here. So, what am I doing? Am I killing evil clowns here? So this is like a really good single screen game. Got St. Basil's Cathedral in the background. Alright, good deal. So this is like where Luigi's Mansion took their idea from. Actually, that's not true. Ghostbusters is where everyone took their idea from. This is a fun game. Even though, you know, it's kind of like you get killed by friendly fire. Or, you know, if you lose some grunts, that pretty much kills your ability to meet celebrities. Oop. Dude, what the freak, man? Dude, I can't even touch that thing? Oh, man, I don't even know what hit me there. I wonder how many backgrounds this game has. I mean, this game is a lot of fun, but still getting the hang of it. So we want to play something different here. So if you want to get back to the menu, it's this button right here. However, I keep messing up the action buttons because of the PlayStation versus the Xbox versus the Nintendo. It's all a little different here. Yeah. Darn it! I had to play this again. I'm so tired. Alright. Gate of Doom. Looks interesting. What is interesting is helping my buddies save their damsel in distress. Oh no. Darn it. Come on, Bimmy or Jimmy or whoever you are here. Oh man, I'm getting so tired here. I'm like losing to these grunts. Come on. Gosh darn it. Sorry if I'm not quite my usual chatty, jovial self. I'm just pretty tired. I think this is the first time since I had COVID that I've, been trying to stream hours on end, The family goes to sleep. Man, I've got like Bob Vila and Kevin Nash all rolled into one right here. Oh, jeez, I'm so out of it. I almost fell asleep. This is got a game over there. Come on, come on. Get the jump on Kevin Nash and the Yeti. Come on. Big Cletus over here. Some focal never lose a toe, and then again some focal. Like Cletus, the slack-jawed Yoko. There we go. Ooh, can do more yet. So anyway, here's Double Dragon. It's good stuff. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, Bad Dudes. Hell yeah. Let's go rescue Ronald Reagan. Yes, we were playing Double Dragon Sinister. It's got good gameplay here. Come on, man. All right, pick up that clock. Yeah, okay. So I'm fighting the ninja from the original Street Fighter. man. Did that do it? I'm bad. I'm a bad dude. Get out of my bad self. Oop, this is going on in the chat. Nice. Yep, Sinister. I can actually show you the hang on, let me show you the boxes here. Yeah, so the boxes are really cool. They're kind of like, they remind me of like Neo Geo boxes, actually, but like really small. But they've got that nice plastic, you know, sturdiness. Hold your full color instruction manual in your cartridge. And, you know, nice advertising on the back. Then, very nice. Okay. I need to drink more coffee, and then also what I need to do is I need to start putting on an international channel tape, because that'll help me maintain consciousness until I decide to wrap things up. But we need more. We need more beverage. I wonder if anyone ever had a kid named Bev, but it was like short for beverage. The kid would have quite the life. To the point of the live stream where I'm sleep drunk, which is good. Not alcohol drunk, just completely delirious. Mm-hmm. Do. Time to get some creamer. And back. All right, good deal. Okay, guys, go to the tapes. See what's going on in the wonderful, wacky world of the international channel. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is still on. There's a new K-pop channel on Pluto TV. It's really good. And it's not just K-pop, it's just Korean everything. And they had a really good like music show called, I think it was like I Countdown. That's not right. It was called like I Moment or something like that, or I Movement. Yeah, it's really good. All right, let's check it out actually. See if it's on. Man, there's part of this cord here. There we go. This stream is rife with technical difficulties tonight. Yes. Alright, there you go.
Yeah, you got to keep pushing it and pushing it. And then what happens when it is like a?
I don't really like the Attack of the Shows where it's just like
a YouTube poopish remix.
Just some weird
in the corner
interview.
And is that what?
There's my Korean television here.
We're trying to order coffee or have a conversation. It's just constant.
Ooh, Dirty Pair's on.
Farting a rocket. over here, and then someone doing a dance over there while lip syncing.
Korean television, where are you?
I think it's just gonna
there
be
you go. Second 20s. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this show's awesome. So you'd think we're watching an international channel tape, but this is like live on TV right now. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing it. There's a Korean channel on... It's not as good as Revolution, but it's not bad, you know? There's less car accidents, so that's good. You all know that Revolution was just rife with car accidents and sad clowns. K-pop is usually pretty chill about copyright. They're not quite as bad as Japan. I mean, they're more like, just give us our cut and show whatever you want. Like, you got it. I have to start taping these because most of the stuff on Pluto TV is, on demand. This show is not on demand. It's called M Countdown. And this is by far my favorite thing on this channel. And they got good music, too. Uh-oh. Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio. Your stream might be temporarily blocked. Damn it. Man, she is... got some crazy joints there. I cannot read any Korean, so is this One Us? I can't even. Is that the name of the group here? I don't know any new K-pop here. This is like, these guys are good though. Those girls were good too. Geki, Beverly, what's Sinister talking about? In fact, 20% of the men in South Korea wear makeup. Yes. Like the K-pop crews, like I actually like the aesthetic shift for a lot of K-pop. I love the Revolution stuff, but too much stuff on like Revolution and Korean Music Countdown, not Korean, really more as Music Video Heaven. A lot of Music Video Heaven stuff was just like a lot of slow stuff. I mean, there was some fantastic stuff too, like Nova Sonic and HOT and God, and Car wasn't there. Who did they have? Baby Box. Yeah, like they were like fantastic, and then there was Noel too, who I like mainly because of my name, but there was just a lot of like heavy-handed melodrama too, with a lot of the Korean R&B. I said Geki yes, Geki, thank you. Who is Beverly? I was like, see, now that I'm watching this stuff, I'm like awake. But when I was playing Double Dragon, I was starting to like fall asleep there. I'm actually gonna go get some more coffee, and that way we won't get in trouble because it's saying there's copyrighted audio. But I don't know, man. Usually, like in my experiences, if ever there's like copyrighted audio with K-pop stuff, it's like usually not a big deal. Of course, we're probably gonna have to, we might end up getting like the no smoking sign next to our YouTube video, and I mean it's like blocked all over the place. I'm gonna have to like edit out the whatever part they're mad at. So, Arrow, make sure you're archiving this. No, I don't know. But no, I'm like really happy that they've. I mean, it's Korean and not Japanese. Not that there's anything wrong with Korean over Japanese or right or wrong or whatever. But as much as I love K-pop, I like J-pop a little more. So I really miss shows like Music Station. But it's nice that I can get kind of a Korean equivalent, and I really do like a lot of the pop electronic dance music trend that's happening in K-pop. Really, like since I've been watching this show that I got in the background, I haven't seen one performance that isn't like a banger, man. It's good stuff. You said imagine if Bev was short for beverage. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yes, I'm gonna have another daughter, and her name's gonna be Beverage Passery. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna stop at 2. I think that's about all Renee and I can handle. I mean, if we did end up with another one, it would make it work. But whoa! All right, so we've got. If somebody combines Sailor Moon with Beat It right here, which is just as good as it sounds. This is The Boys. They spell it with a Z. I think they have the artist up there. I've actually got, it's interesting, like, because International Channel, when he was interviewing me, which, by the way, International Channel, thank you for doing that, man. When he was interviewing me, he was talking about, like, how, like when I was into a lot of this Asian stuff, it was not really mainstream at all. And we were kind of talking about like how now it's like there's kids that like listen to K-pop and watch anime and stuff. And I've got students, like I got one student in particular. She's a pretty cool Ukrainian kid. She is a cool Ukrainian kid. She's not pretty cool. And like she'll like come to me and like talk to me about K-pop and stuff. And it's like, it's like nice. And it's like I got other kids like know about anime and stuff. They play K-pop in my theme park. Really interesting. Can you like get some HOT in there? Because if they're gonna play K-pop, they gotta understand like the really good stuff. We are the future. Play some Candy. What's the one that I have on the channel where Hope? That's the one that I really like. Where it had my Kyoko Izumi pen name. So this show, basically, there is no like interview or anything like that. It's just like straight performances, and they're good performances. I mean, these are. It's like I'm watching a Korean version of Music Station. Now, the cool thing on Music Station, too, is they'd have a lot of Korean groups on there. They'd just be singing in Japanese. So a lot of my knowledge of more current K-pop, of course, in my mind, I'm thinking current is like in the 2010s. Like Kara and 21 and Big Bang, was through Music Station. So, like The Boys, who